excited to give their...
Kevin, thank you.
Indeed. Something special, David. Thanks. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
They're missing a quality player. Injuries a big part of the game. They've just got to make the adjustments.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. They've got Paul George. Marcus Morris is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Jackson in a point. And for the Mavericks, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Josh Richardson out there with Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward position.
And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it. And it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
And he lays that one in.
Guys, you never know what you'll see when you're watching Luka Doncic. His offensive creativity is through the roof.
George dishes to Jackson. Richardson against George. With some arc. Yep, that one goes in there. And even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, it said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game, can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Leonard kicks to Jackson. To the middle. Here's Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
I like when Reggie Jackson is seeking out his teammates. He could have took that shot, but his teammate, he was wide open.
Doncic feeling it out. Passes it to Finney-Smith. Richardson against George. There's the pass to Kleba. Second chance shot. Morris with the rebound. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Back to George. Morris outside. Kicks it out to Leonard. Just 5 on the clock. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. You played with the great one in Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for it.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think 2 guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the 2 guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line, they give you rim protection. I throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
3 young, dynamic centers. Those are good names. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Marcus Morris. Kennard, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Reggie Jackson. Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively.
With a high basketball IQ and improving playmaking abilities, Luke's growing as a distributor.
Rondo on the double team. And stolen by Cousins. And now the fast break. Rondo with the ball. Kennard finds Rondo. Outside, Batum. And the jam by Nicholas Batum.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
To stop the drought, and it's laid in by Brunson. 51 seconds left in the first. Rondo with it. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Pass to Batum. Outside for George. To the paint. Here's Cousins. Takes the 13-footer. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
Los Angeles leading by 6. Kennard, the pass to Rondo. Dishes it to Batum. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Here's Burke. From deep 3-point range. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the LA Clippers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. We've got DeMarcus Cousins, Patrick Beverley out there with Kennard. Then there's Batum, and it's Man in at the small forward. Hardaway finds Redick, and there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That's his first foul. And the Mavericks with some changes. Porzingis is checked in for Cauley Stein, and it's Richardson in for J.J. Redick. The shot by Powell, no good.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
Here's Man, and that one goes long.
I'm not sure the defense affected that shot. That was just a blown gimme.
Pass to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Really unacceptable letting Porzingis get that kind of positioning. Once he's established, it's over.
Beverley, the pass to Kennard. Here's Man. Back to Kennard. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
The uncanny ability to time the tip in. He does this night in and night out.
Now here's Burke, defended by Beverley and stolen by Cousins. Kennard for 3. Los Angeles with a fresh shot clock. High post Cousins. 4 on the clock. Tries again, and it's blocked. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And the Mavericks with some changes. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Doncic is subbed in for Trey Burke. The drive by Doncic. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know
but, you know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in a team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right.
And you see Kawhi's hustle in transition, always putting himself in position to succeed.
Beverley against Doncic. Chalk up 2 there. Doncic has got 7 points in the game.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
Beverley finds Jackson. Leonard on the wing. Jackson passes to Zubac. Kicks it out to Leonard. The Clippers need to get off a shot over Richardson. Mavericks with the rebound.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open. And Smitty, with LeBron getting into his late 30s, KD coming off the Achilles, for your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael Jordan himself called Kawhi the best two-way player in the game. That's a very strong endorsement from MJ.
And what a motor. Porzingis is an all-star talent who is also willing to do the dirty work.
Here's Leonard. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Porzingis.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
With Kawhi, you love his talent, but just as important, you love the basketball IQ and work ethic.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Redick comes in for Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Rondo against Brunson. Now, here's George. D right on him. Second shot opportunity.
Who's watching here?
Passes it to Zubac. And stolen by Cauley-Stein. Here's Doncic. It's not going to go for him. Great D that time from Leonard. Clippers leading by 5. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Over to the wing. Zubac, the pass to Morris. It's rebounded by Doncic.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios. From the get-go, it was the Clippers who came out strong. And you think about how Kawhi Leonard is... And that'll do it.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Without question, George is displaying his skills today.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Richardson is out there with Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with. And the shot goes in. Doncic has got 9 points.
The defense tried, but Doncic gets through. Luka able to put a smooth release on the shot despite the contact.
Leonard, that's for 2. It's rebounded by Doncic.
Yeah, he's kicking himself. No defenders to be found in that mid-range area.
Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Jackson dishes to George. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Morris kicks to Leonard. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
The dribble drive, yet another tool in Leonard's extensive arsenal, earns him a trip to the line.
A different look for Dallas. Powell, he's checked in for Maxi Kleba. Hardaway comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Trey Burke subbed in for Doncic.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Outside Hardaway. Los Angeles leading by 3. Outside Leonard shoots over Powell. He doesn't hit that one. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. Well, coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
There's the feed to Leonard. Count that bucket. That's 12 points for Kawhi Leonard.
Aggressive D there, but then again, Kawhi finishes through contact almost as well as anyone.
Hardaway passes to Powell. No good with the layup. And here's Cousins. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And stolen by Burke. Fast break, Dallas. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
At 7'3", Porzingis is almost impossible to guard, especially when he's focusing on trying to score.
A different look for Dallas. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Powell. Redick comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Richardson. Beverly finds Kennard. Outside Rondo. At the elbow, Batum. Back to Rondo. 6 on the shot clock. At the top of the key, Batum from the arc. It's rebounded by Dallas.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Burke. Banked in off the glass. And the Mavericks lead by 1.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Beverly looking around. Feeds to Batum. Back to Beverly. It's rebounded by Brunson. The Mavericks have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. On up the court. And finished off by Leonard.
Common occurrence for Leonard. Once he makes his way to the rim, Kawhi levels up.
And here's Brunson. Kicks to Burke. Outside, Porzingis. He gets that one. Porzingis has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And he has really great coordination to go along with the body control. Porzingis able to convert some tough baskets.
Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Here's Brunson. Again, the Mavericks score.
And how about the move he made there to come up and get himself clear in the lane for the deuce?
Rondo finds Beverly. Inside, Porzingis with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Burke's got it. Lays it up and banks it in. And now a 3-point Dallas lead.
And what a half for this offense. If they can stay this hot, a great chance to extend this lead.
Now the pass to Leonard. 1 second left. Can't get it to fall.
Redick's defense is very underrated. He really uses a lot of energy to make life tough for whoever he's guarding.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Mavericks ahead. They're up by 3. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our 4th quarter coming up next. We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, Paul George is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Rajon Rondo. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Kennard in at the 2 guard. George passes to Rondo. Back to George. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Slippery play by Paul George to get inside. He ends up right where he wanted to be for the shot.
Doncic outside. Now Zubats. Rondo dishes to Morris, and he comes up with the deuce. Morris has got his first basket of the night.
Boy, Rondo's a handful in pick and roll sets. Always finds the right angle.
Here's Doncic, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him. It's been a tight one so far. Very close game.
And matchups, it's really what it's all about, and these two teams are really equal.
Porzingis, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Josh Richardson comes in for J.J. Redick.
And possesses such a refined feel for the game that Doncic knows he has what it takes to be a great player in this league.
Beverly against Doncic, and that one's good. Beverly.
Vital basket there. This is just the time and really just the situation when he looks to take over.
Here's Doncic. Finney-Smith passes to Doncic. Great D that time from Batum. And here's Cousins. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Beverly's got 4 this quarter.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both teams trying to close out strong. These are the fireworks that fans came to see.
Creative at finding ways to just cut inside there. Doncic, a guy you must keep your eyes on.
Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Kennard. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. And Doncic, here we go. And yes, it's good.
He's hot this quarter, getting the shots he wants, and he's delivering.
Richardson against Kennard. Here's Beverly. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Patrick Beverly plays with a scorer's mentality, takes the opportunity to step up.
Doncic outside. And it goes down 2 points. Doncic has got 13 points in the second half.
How about the poise from Doncic right there? He ups the ante when it's a critical possession here in the game.
Kennard, the pass to Batum. And the layup's good off the glass. Batum's got it all tied up now for Los Angeles.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
I don't think he expected to get that good of a look. Poor communication defensively.
And it just seems when Doncic turns it on, it's a sight to see. Incredible at scoring in a variety of ways.
Here's Beverly, and he banks in the layup.
That's good planning, and that's good execution, and that's a great look.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason, I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Hardaway's checked in. Doncic with it. Guarded now by Morris. Doncic, no good. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 7 of their 8 shots to fall here in the fourth. A tremendous offensive outburst. And George gets it to go.
No moment is ever too big for Paul George. He remains confident in the clutch.
Doncic outside. And the rejection by Zubats. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. George has got the ball, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Doncic kicks to Porzingis. Back to Doncic. To the paint. Count!
And with that unique combination of size and skill, Porzingis is a dependable late-game scoring option.
Jackson dishes to George. "17 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Clock at 6. Good work defensively by Richardson. Here's Doncic. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And, guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And so the timeout here taken by Rick Carlisle. Yes!
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And, Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. So a close game sees Dallas taking this one. That was a fun night of basketball. And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interest. It's live coverage of the NBA on Monday. Seeing some depth tonight, but the starting lineup is intact for this team. Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Dwight Powell. Then there's Luka Doncic. Then there's Richardson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. And for Denver, they've got Harrison. Jokic is out there at Bol. Then it's Porter. And it's Rivers in at the two-guard position. Count that one. All right, Clark, old school lineups tonight. Both sides anchored by great pivot men.
Kevin, I can hear the excitement in your voice, man, and I share that excitement when you see big guys that can go at it in old school fashion. I love seeing that because we don't see it that much these days with all of the three-point shooting. We get to see big guys going to work in the paint. I love it.
Richardson outside. And it's Rivers with the rebound.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Bol, that's good.
And you see defenses trying to be physical with Bol. That time, contact on the shot had no effect.
Doncic feeling it out. Jokic with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Jokic is running. And Rivers gets it to go in on the assist from Porter.
Boy, good vision that time from Michael Porter Jr. Saw the wide open teammate and then got the pass to him right on time.
Richardson the pass to Porzingis. Powell kicks to Doncic. Shot clock at 5. Denver grabs the miss.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
And guys, if there's an X factor for this Nuggets team moving forward, it might be the young man, Michael Porter Jr. Talk about his potential. It could be as high as anybody on that roster.
Yeah, I concur with you there, Greg. I mean, you look at this kid, he's got a great shooting touch and really good scoring instincts that you don't see very often. Extremely gifted. They brought him along slowly, which is the wise thing to do. And if he can come on and realize his potential, he could take them to another level for sure.
So it's the Mavericks now. Denver getting their last shot to go. Guys, this offense very effective.
And guys, the defense has
Yes, sir.
That was incredible.
Oh, man. Persistence pays, and Jokic not giving up on the play, doing a nice job pursuing the basketball there.
Now, here's Doncic. Plays it up off the glass.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Here's Jokic. Porter passes to Jokic. That one misses. Nice D from Porzingis. Richardson left side. So it's Richardson with the jam.
Not much the defense could do there with Richardson bouncing like that.
And it's Harrison with the ball for Denver. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. It's Jokic top of the key. Over Porzingis. Jokic, no good.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
It's Richardson on the wing, guarded by Porter. Here's Porzingis. The putback. It's good on the putback. And it's all knotted up.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Harrison passes to Bol. Doncic comes with the double team. Pass to Jokic. Porter against Doncic. From 12 feet out. And it's off the back rim. No good. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
Richardson, no luck. For Denver, they've gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. And the dunk by Bol.
That's just too easy for Ball. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Doncic finds Powell. Back to Doncic. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. The Mavericks shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Boy, Doncic plays with such an edge and attitude, and I think it endears him to his teammates and gives them confidence.
He can't get that one to fall. Makes it off the glass. Doncic has got 7.
You know, as I watch Doncic, I think it's futile to try to distract this guy. His focus and concentration and control of himself is excellent.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. The Mavericks on top. And we caught up before the game with Nikola Jokic, who had a
selfless. I mean, you need to put your...
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So out there for the Nuggets right now, we've got Paul Millsap, also Green out there, Rivers out there with JaVale McGee.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Morris dishes to Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. And here we go with Morris running it up the court. The pass to Gordon. Denver passing it around. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. The Mavericks trail it. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Brunson the pass to Marjanovic. Excellent D that time there from McGee. And here are the Nuggets now. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Now Brunson. No points in the game yet for him. Pass to Burke. Kicks it to Cauley-Stein. Pass to Brunson. 6 to shoot. Here's Hardaway. Trying to get open as Marjanovic. Hardaway, no good. To the middle. Najee passes to Morris. Got a hand on it, and they'll keep possession. Pass to Millsap. Here's Najee. Guarded by Marjanovic. And that one, good. Najee's got his first points in this one. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But two other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, two guys, when you look at those two, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become, and it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
Morris passes to Gordon. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Shoots over Burke. The rebound by Marjanovic. For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%.
And no doubt last season was a bit of a step backwards for Aaron Gordon. After that breakout 2019 season, his numbers just didn't hold up.
And, you know, Greg, the issue was his shooting. You know, Gordon had a tough time from distance, especially from three-point range. Some of that is maybe mechanics, but also shot selection a part of it. And I also thought he was a little more passive with the ball, maybe a little more indecisive. But, again, he's a young player, really young player, so I'm thinking it was probably just an off year for him, and he'll bounce back in good fashion.
To the inside, Marjanovic kicks to Burke. Hardaway passes to Marjanovic. Denver grabs the miss. Haji's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
Boy, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Here's Finney-Smith. Here's Richardson. Gets an open look and hits.
Richardson, good choice of shot there. He takes shots that come within the offense.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's Harrison. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Feeds the Bull. Shot clock at 6. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Luka Doncic.
Yeah, Bull with the unique combination of height and skill. That's a challenge for any defender.
There's the steal. And some good action through the first 2 quarters. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome. A pretty close game from the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. Some good action during the period. Thanks for joining.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. So it's Denver now. It's a 3-point game. On the floor for Dallas, Dwight Powell is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Richardson. Then there's Doncic, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Porter. And that one's drained from the low block. Porter's got the first points of the second half up on the board for the Nuggets. Doncic dishes to Richardson. Back to Doncic. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And I remember when Doncic was first asked, who is your favorite player? And, boy, he did not hesitate. LeBron James.
Hey, Greg, for guys of his generation, that would be the answer for 80 to 90% of them, and with good reason. How about these quotes from Doncic? He said, if I dunk on LeBron, I can retire. But I like this one a little better. He said, LeBron can play in a lot of different positions. I can too. But for me to be like LeBron, I have to work much harder. That's a guy who knows his stuff.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Redick is checked in. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile 1 block.
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense, and that is one heck of a rejection right there. Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Here's Doncic. He gets it in there. Doncic has got 11 points.
Doncic showing you his ability to finish. I really respect his aggressiveness in taking it to the hoop and handling contact.
The pass to Harrison. Passes to Jokic. He can't hit that time. Nice D from Doncic. Porter with the steal. Pass to Jokic. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Down low. Back to Porter. Trying to find Jokic. Gets it to him. Porzingis with the block.
You know, when Porzingis combines quickness with his reach, getting off the floor like that, he can block just about any shot.
And now Jokic pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where one or two possessions can impact the outcome.
Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for foul.
Boy, what an athlete this Porzingis kid is, man. I tell you, you put the rock anywhere near him, and he's going to throw it down.
Pass to Jokic. To the inside. Campazzo. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Then for the Mavericks, Hardaway comes in for Richardson, and it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. Hardaway passes to Brunson. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Well, you know, guys, we know Hardaway can score, but when he makes these passes, it makes him a lot more dangerous.
Gordon up on top, covered by Redick, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Marjanovic comes in for Maxi Kleber. And Trey Burke subbed in for J.J. Redick. Cauley-Stein in the post. And there's the pass to Marjanovic. McGee with the block.
Yeah, if you had to pick the top priority for McGee, I think that's it. Contest shots, block shots, get in the air, use that length to deny shots at the rim.
Here's Brunson. Marjanovic kicks to Brunson. Over Morris. Brunson, good. Brunson's got 4 points in the quarter.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the D had collapsed on it.
Morris passes to Gordon. Banked in off the glass. Gordon's got 8 points.
It's never easy in the NBA, folks. I mean, great job by Gordon to just dismiss the contact and still score.
For the tie, nailed from three-point land. Brunson's got the game tied up here for the Mavs. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Morris into the lane. Cauley-Stein with the defensive effort. And Burke has it in the corner. For the lead, it's rebounded by Najee. Najee's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And here's Millsap from the arc. Off target. That's the end of the third, and it's all tied up. And coming up as soon as we return from... And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. They've got Michael Porter. Jermichael Green is out there with Paul Millsap. And it's Harrison in at the shooting guard. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Finishes the break with a slam.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Porter kicks to Harrison. Green, the pass to Harrison. There's Porter with the three. No good that time. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Fast break, here they come. That one good for two.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Denver shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Millsap kicks to Harrison. Back to Millsap. From deep. But they recover it. A second chance effort. Green dishes to Millsap. Tough break there, shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. To take the lead. That one wide left. Denver's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Passes it to Harrison. Outside Porter. Clock at 4. Campazzo. Green breaking loose. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
And you can tolerate gaps like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Porzingis is checked in for Powell. Richardson comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Nuggets have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. And that one is good.
Hey, when you look at Jokic, forget about calling him a good passing big man. He's a great passer, period.
Doncic outside over Harrison. And that one's good. Doncic.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
Pass to Jokic. To the middle. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. Gordon's checked in for the Nuggets. Morris comes in for Shaquille Harrison. Dwight Powell's checked in for Dallas. 6 on the shot clock. Doncic with the steal. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. Richardson the pass to Porzingis. To take the lead. And he lays it up and in. Porzingis has got the lead up to 2 now for Dallas. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Mavericks.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The coach's challenge has been issued. Close game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear Rick Carlisle's message to his team. He knows this has been a hard-fought game, and he wanted his guys to just sit down and catch their breath. He said, look, we're right in the game, guys. Let's make a little push here. Let's come out with some bite. Kevin?
Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for foul. And Doncic gets it to go.
Doncic not afraid of the moment, actually embraces the spotlight. This guy steps up big when needed most.
We've got 1:18 left in the fourth quarter. Now, here's Bull, guarded by Marjanovic. Jokic trying to free himself up. And so Doncic will bring it up for Dallas. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Here's Marjanovic. Back to Doncic. Marjanovic kicks to Doncic. Good!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Now they're going for the jugular. A few more trips like that, and we might be able to see this one in the books.
There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Pass to Bull. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to go on Willie Cauley-Stein.
And the size Bull has poses problems for any defense, especially when he's trying his best to be aggressive scoring.
That one miss was huge. He had a chance to turn this into a one-possession game.
Richardson the pass to Marjanovic. And here is Cauley-Stein. Richardson outside. Just 5 to shoot. Over Gordon. There's the pass to Finney-Smith. It's Richardson on the wing. Goes back up. And it's good off the back rim and in. And the Mavericks lead by 6.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
And so it's Dallas winning this one. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparation. And before...
Good evening, Kevin.
What a story. David, thank you. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. They've got Bol. Rivers out there with Harrison. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Porter in at the small forward position. And for the Clippers, Kawhi Leonard is out there with Morris. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And there's Jackson. And it's George in at the 2 guard. Now here's Rivers. Here's Bol, and the dunk by Bol.
The towering presence that is Bol. Good at staying active and going after those offensive rebounds.
Here's Jackson. And Brent, these teams boasting great depth. Many feel that's a hallmark of a great front office.
You go back and you look, Kevin, at some of the teams that have made deep playoff runs or eventually won the championships. That tinkering about bringing in a veteran or just one piece to make that next step for that one matchup or that one series, finding contributions like that up and down the roster, absolutely, that can make a difference.
Now, here's Zubac. Following the miss by Jokic. George. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Back to Morris. 5 to shoot. Outside for George. With the teardrop, and it's sent back by Jokic.
Yeah, you like when Jokic is this active on the defensive end. More blocks, please.
First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Jokic on the follow.
Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity as the ball is going up, finding yourself in the right spot, just using some effort.
Now, here's George. Over Rivers. That doesn't go either for George. For Denver, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game.
And that's the thing we know about Leonard. As a defender, on the ball, off the ball, he's rarely out of any play.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow.
And the versatility of Paul George's game, elite defense and rebounding, steals and deflections.
And you think about Paul George moving to several teams, yet still having the impact on both ends of the floor. I think that is a telltale sign that you have an elite talent in Paul George.
Here's Jackson following the basket by Marcus Morris. Outside for Jackson. The tray. Rebound by the Nuggets.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now, here's Jokic. Here's Bol. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Bulls got his second basket.
Yeah, you can't leave people open around Jokic, and the offense is set up to have cutters and movement. They'll take advantage of the defense if they sleep.
Here's Jackson. Outside for George. Tries yet again. Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet. And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And here is Los Angeles now. After the Nuggets pick up 2. They get it again. Jackson passes to Morris. Tries again. Here's Zubac. Back to Morris. It's hauled in by Jokic.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
There's been a lot of talk about Michael Porter Jr. and the way that he plays and how athletic he is. How's he doing that on the vegan diet? For some, it works well.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles.
And Jokic carrying that standard for a superstar big man. For your money, though, Bones, is he the best true center in the game?
I don't think he's a true center in the sense, GA, that you can't really go down to the post and have him create his own offense by scoring the basketball. Of course, he's going to create plays for his teammates. I still think AD holds that title right now.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball. The Clippers getting the bucket. Campazzo, defended by Beverly, misses from close range. Here's Batum, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing, and his defense always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there, kind of a glue guy.
Now you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Morris into the lane, and Morris throws it down.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely, and it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Stolen. And here's the fast break. Off on the layup. And so the first quarter is in the books. Nuggets lead by 5. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. Recently, we spoke with Patrick Beverly about his throwbacks.
Old school basketball. Yeah.
Now, pound for pound, Greg, Beverly may be the most physical player in the league.
And he also gets in your head. It's a combination that allows him to get stops against guys as big as Kevin Durant.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
The defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Setting the floor for the Clippers. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Batum. That's Rajon Rondo. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Man in at the 3. Unable to get that one. Clippers trail by 3. Here's Man. Now the pass to Kennard. High post Cousins. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Rondo passes to Kennard. Over Gordon. No good off the back of the rim.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Denver leading by 3. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Morris. Hits the close-range jumper. And it's the Clippers with the ball. Man passes to Batum. Dishes it to Rondo. Back to Batum. And it's Denver with the rebound. Left side, Gordon. Second chance shot, and McGee kicks to Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Not one to shy away from contact. It's all part of the toughness that Gordon brings to the table.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Back to Cousins. And he lays it straight in.
There are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Passes it to Gordon. Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kev. You know, Ben Simmons, a player at 6'10" with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. How about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know. But he gets into you and competes, man. And that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys, there are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great players. The Nuggets leading by 5. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul. And the Clippers making a change here. Beverly's checked in. Corner outside.
Come on.
It's hauled in by Zubac. Clippers have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Rivers passes to Jokic. The kick out to Porter. Leonard with the steal. And George, here we go. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
You know, the early years when Paul George came into the league with the Pacers, you wondered how his frame would fill out. It's filled out nicely.
1:44 left here in the second.
And in a player empowerment era, no greater power move than Kawhi Leonard's last year. Fresh off a Finals MVP with the Raptors, he signed with his hometown Clippers and compelled a trade for Paul George.
Think about that 14-month run where Kawhi Leonard made his way to Toronto, a team that was on the cusp for many seasons. Goes there, wins the MVP and the championship for the Raptors, and then ends up in his hometown of Los Angeles to try to do the same for the Clippers. Now that's getting it done and writing your own story. Well, when Paul George has that kind of length and then has the high release point that he does, very few people are going to get to it to block a mid-range jumper like that.
Outside Porter. 52 seconds left in the first half. And Jokic with the basket on the assist by Porter. Jokic has got 4 this quarter.
Porter Jr. moving the ball well. Nice to have a wing player help to be a facilitator.
George dishes to Leonard. Now here's Beverly. He's guarded closely. Jokic with the steal. And now here's Rivers, the fast break opportunity. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Bull. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. George has got his 4th rebound in this one. Elbow shot is on the way. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
Leonard did a good job to take a picture there, recognizing what was going on, read the defense, and then finds a soft spot in the mid-range.
Harrison scanning the floor. Jokic. And that'll do it for the first half. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. A pretty close game from the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. Their biggest advantage of the period was... And that...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Oh, man, pouring it on right now, and why wouldn't you?
Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. Hole is out there with Porter. And it's Rivers, and it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Harrison in at the 1 spot. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. The lead is 2.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
George finds Leonard. It's George on the wing. He's guarded by Rivers. George passes to Morris. Kicks it out to Leonard. 4 on the shot clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Los Angeles. And a switcher also for Denver. Paul Millsap's checked in for Bull. And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
I like that. Staying alert. Rivers keeping his head up to find the open man.
Jackson kicks to George. Pass to Batum. Back to George. To the paint. A shot by Batum. No good. Denver leading by 6. And a wide open look for Porter. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Okay, good game plan. Start the second half. 3 of 4 so far from the field.
The Clippers shooting poorly, just 35% so far. Jackson dishes to George. Pass to Zubac. Rivers against George. Back to Zubac. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. For Denver, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Morris outside. McGee finds Morris. Outside for Millsap. McGee, the pass to Morris. And again, Denver, no good.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. That's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Now here's Jackson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. A shot by Batum, no good. Denver leading by 8. McGee inside. He's guarded by Cousins.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Here's Jackson. Inside, Batum, and the dunk by Batum.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
A minute 42 left to play here in the third. Gordon, the pass to Najee. Back to Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Jackson against Morris. The drive by Jackson. Here's Cousins. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Cousins has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Yeah, it's all Boogie right there on the inside. The shot goes up. He knows where he needs to be and settles in nicely.
The pass to Gordon. .55 seconds left in the third quarter. And no good. And it's Gordon with the finish.
We all know Gordon isn't just going to lay it up. He's going for the throwdown every time.
And Cousins kicks to Jackson. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Well, that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
30 seconds left in the third. A three from Morris. DeMarcus Cousins comes up with the rebound.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
Outside for Jackson. Back to Batum. Now the feed to Cousins. Count the basket. Cousins has got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, I like the challenge there defensively, but Cousins just too big and probably too skilled.
For three, Millsap. Off target with that shot. And so it's the Denver Nuggets with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. The defensive work they've done against Paul George has been a big factor. He hasn't done anywhere near the kind of damage we expected. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. They've got Ivica Zubac. Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. That's Rajon Rondo, and it's Beverly in at the 2. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. There's Green with the 3. The three-pointer is right on target. Green's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Denver. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. Outside Gordon. Back to Rivers. Kicks the ball. Outside Gordon. Clock at 6. The shake. And that's 2 points on the layup. And it's an 11-point Nugget lead. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux. Right now, they've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Rondo dishes to Morris. Back to Rondo. Passes it to Zubac. Beverly against Rivers. To halt the run. Shot is good, and the Nugget lead is cut to just 11 points in the basket from Beverly.
Yeah, Beverly doing a good job of reading not just his defender, but the secondary defender in that pick and roll.
Rivers passes to Gordon. He dishes it to Bull. Gordon inside. Leonard's there. And the rejection by Zubac. Jokic with the steal. And now the Nuggets, fast break. Here's Harrison. And the 3 off target. The Clippers running out of time. Here's Leonard. Here's Morris. And it's blocked by Gordon.
No, I wouldn't test Gordon. With that vertical and length, please try someone else.
Paul George, he's checked in for the Clippers. Reggie Jackson comes in for Rajon Rondo. Here's Harrison. Outside Gordon. 1:57 left in the fourth quarter. Harrison passes to Jokic and then jammed down as he goes right over Ivica Zubac.
Such an outstanding effort there for the big man to stay focused with his shot. Jokic, tremendous concentration.
And here's George for three. It's good from long range.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Rivers kicks to Jokic. Here's Harrison, guarded by Jackson. Bull, that's good. And the Nuggets lead by 12.
And the big fella knows how to score the basketball. Bull's understanding of when to look for his is next level.
George looking around. Kicks it out to Leonard. 5 on the clock.
And you can see why he might be off on some of his attempts, getting far fewer shots today than he's accustomed to.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Nuggets.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Jokic.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
Zubac finds Leonard. For the three. The Clippers rebound. And that one is good from Zubac.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Gordon for three. Misses there. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. The Dallas Mavericks arriving at the building earlier today. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Compensating for the absence of a key player can be difficult, but they've got to hold strong.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Doncic out there with Richardson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Clippers, Jackson is out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Morris in at the 4. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack, and where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's Doncic in the dunk by Doncic.
This incredible confidence that Luka Doncic possesses, my goodness.
And George kicks to Zubac. Back to George. Porzingis with the steal. Doncic outside. And they pick up 2.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And last year, Dallas gave Porzingis the contract he was looking for to the tune of $158 million.
And Greg, credit the Dallas organization for believing in Kristaps Porzingis' talent. And now credit Porzingis, because you have to share shot attempts and usage with Luka Doncic. What has he done? He's concentrated on better rebounding, better rim protecting. This guy is all in on winning, and what a combination these two guys can be. Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Doncic. Rebounded by Jackson. Clippers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And George, here we go. Morris right side. Jackson looking it over. Nice D from Porzingis. Mavericks have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Here's Richardson. Dallas no good that time either. For the Clippers, it's been a slow start here, trailing by 4. George passes to Jackson. Outside Leonard. Zubac against Richardson. Jackson dishes to Leonard. And George kicks to Jackson. Pass to Morris. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Finney-Smith can't get it to go. Kleba, the pass to Finney Smith. It's hauled in by Paul George. It's deflected. Porzingis with the steal. Here's Doncic. That shot off. Excellent D there from George. Clippers trail by 4. Outside Leonard. And that's a foul called on Porzingis. That's his first foul. Rajon Rondo is checked in for Los Angeles. Dallas also making some changes. Tim Hardaway Jr. is checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Redick comes in for Josh Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. Here's Zubac. Shot clock at 6. Rondo passes to Zubac. And he makes that one.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
Now Brunson. Outside Hardaway. Porzingis trying to get free. Second shot opportunity. Goes up again. Porzingis controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, tracking down rebounds with ease. Kristaps Porzingis, outstanding mobility.
George finds Morris. Back to George. 46 seconds left in the first quarter. And that one, good.
This is a case where it's just the pure strength of Paul George, able to fight through contact so well on these shots.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Marcus Morris. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Leonard. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Rajon Rondo. Dallas also making some changes. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. And Dwight Powell subbed in for Maxi Kleba.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness, the D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Now, here's Batum. Count it.
Exceptional vision by Paul George. This guy is tearing up the defense.
Brunson scanning the floor. Paul George with the steal. Beverley for 3. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a... Earlier tonight, we spoke with Paul George about how they've integrated...
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder.
Greg, that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity. Most teams talk about being well balanced. This team lives it.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, very disruptive in that first period. They never allowed the offense to get comfortable.
On the court for Dallas here in the second, Burke is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Cauley Stein. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Powell in at the 4 slot. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Cousins has got the lead up to 3 now for the Clippers. Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not elite tools, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation. That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
And here is Los Angeles now, following the score by Dallas. Here's Beverley. A shot by Batum, no good. And here we go, fast break. Burke's got it. Shot from 12. Cauley Stein finds Burke. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And with his vertical reach, you expect Cauley Stein to be a factor on the offensive glass.
Beverley dishes to Batum. Does not find the basket. His second miss. He's now 1 for 3. Cauley Stein goes in. Missed inside. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. And stolen by Cauley Stein. Here's Burke. Finished off the break.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Now here's Cousins. Beverly the pass to Cousins. He can't get it to go. Cauley Stein with the defensive effort. It's Powell on the wing. Defended by Batum. Here's Burke. 2 points. That one goes. And now a 5-point Dallas lead. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
Now here's Cousins following the missed shot by Willie Cauley Stein. To end the drought, Cauley Stein with the defensive effort. Dallas leading by 5. Here's Hardaway. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And when you watch Hardaway shoot, one thing that stands out, he has a very quick release.
And Greg, that's what makes the jumper very tough to contest, especially when he's dialing it up from range. You have to stay connected to this guy defensively. It's not easy to do with the other weapons on this team.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Porzingis is checked in for Cauley Stein. Redick comes in for Dwight Powell. Josh Richardson's checked in for Trey Burke. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Here's Doncic. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. The drive by Doncic. Good work defensively by Morris. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 4-point game. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his first foul. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Rondo kicks to Leonard. Pass to Zubac. And he finishes nicely on the layup. And now just a 2-point Maverick lead.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Richardson attacking. That one good for 2. And the Mavericks lead by 4.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Back to Leonard. The Mavericks pull it in. Doncic, no good. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very... Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see. And the Mavericks over the past couple of years, Shaq, making some great personnel.
Yo, they traded up to get Doncic.
And that'll do.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Without question, George is playing his skills today.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, he knows they're coming for him, but he's accustomed to that kind of attention, and he's quite comfortable dealing with it.
Kawhi Leonard is out there with Morris. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's Zubac in at the 5 down low. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. And it's good, 2 points. Doncic has got the lead up to 6 now for Dallas.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And the pass to Morris. Outside Leonard. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, you're working the two-man game with Kawhi Leonard as your primary target. That's the first guy you need to stop.
About 1 minute played here in the second half. Doncic, no good.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
Count it, good. George has got 7 points.
Well, just solid work in the painted area. Paul George, quality look, excellent decision.
Here's Doncic, and Doncic throws it down.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys.
And that one drops. He's got 6.
Wow, what a start to this half. 3 for 3, dictating the pace on the offensive end. They're rolling early.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Morris. Luke Kennard comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Reggie Jackson. Then for the Mavericks, Hardaway comes in for Maxi Kleber. And it's Burke in for Doncic.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way. To the left wing. From about 19 feet. He can't get that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And George kicks to Beverly. Back to George. And stolen by Burke. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Beverly against Hardaway. Off target at the rim. Clippers have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Porzingis with the steal. Down low, here's Finney-Smith. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Mavericks lead by 4.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring. And Tim Hardaway says, you know what? My teammate's open. I'm going to get him the ball.
Now, here's George. 7 points in the game. And Hardaway comes to help. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And the Mavericks with possession here. Dallas leading by 4. Here's Richardson, and it's Richardson slamming it down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now, here's George. A 3 ball. They get the rebound. Zubac kicks to George. Takes a 3. Los Angeles with another miss.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through. See if you can get an easy opportunity.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
You know, possessions like that will help them feel good going into that final quarter.
Here's Batum, following the score by Josh Richardson. Outside, George, 6 to shoot.
I'll tell you, it's been a struggle for him in this period, and they're struggling as a result.
Here's Finney-Smith. A putback, Porzingis on the follow. Porzingis has got the lead up to 10 now for Dallas.
Boy, that's the elastic reach of Porzingis. Corrals that one and makes certain it drops home.
Outside, George. Pass to Batum. Now, here's Kennard. Defense right on him. For Los Angeles, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. No good on the free throw, and the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Luka Doncic comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. J.J. Redick's checked in for Josh Richardson, and it's Jalen Brunson in for Trey Burke. Now, here's Doncic. He's got 8. There's 18 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Add another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11. Rondo against Kleber. Rondo passes to Leonard. The shot from the low post is good. Leonard's got 4 points in the quarter.
And when you're open, Rondo finds you. Always has his head on a swivel.
Here's Brunson. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. The third quarter comes to a close. Mavericks ahead, up 9. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. J.J. Redick is out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Doncic in at the 3 spot. Now here's Rondo after Luka Doncic's miss. Rondo drives in, uses the glass to finish the layup. Rondo's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Clippers. Doncic feeling it out. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Mavericks lead by 9.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Jackson finds Rondo. Back to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
And with a quick first step, Jackson remains a threat to drive on any defender.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. It's good on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Jackson against Doncic. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Porzingis.
And how about the confidence right now from Jackson? Not bashful at attacking and drawing attention from there.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Zubac is checked in. And Dallas also making a switch. Richardson's checked in. Here's Doncic. Misses the layup. Clippers trail by 7. And now the Clippers on the break. Here's Morris. Not going to go that time. Great D that time from Redick. To the middle. Here's Doncic. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. 14 points for Luka Doncic.
Wow, he looks like a completely different player in this half. He's found his rhythm.
Rondo dishes to Morris. Outside Rondo. Clippers moving the ball around. Leonard inside. Covered by Redick. And it's Leonard missing. Dallas leading by 9. Here's Richardson. They get a hand on it.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Porzingis with the block.
This guy showing great potential as a rim protector. Porzingis a threat to block shots anywhere, anytime.
Basket good. When you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
Here's Leonard. Following the score by Josh Richardson. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut to just 11 on the basket from Kawhi Leonard. 1:19 left in the fourth quarter. And here's Porzingis for a 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Morris has got his 4th rebound in this one. Jackson against Richardson. It's Jackson with the drive. It's blocked.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for Dallas.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
I think it paid off, that's for sure.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance. It was a big-time outing for Porzingis.
And you have to love the effort he put forth on the glass. He played with a fire no one else could match as he chased down those rebounds.
Now, here's Richardson. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Guys, a comeback probably not in the cards at this point.
Yeah, I think you can put a fork in it.
Jackson kicks to Rondo. To the inside. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
This is where the frame of Morris allows him to absorb that contact and push right through it.
Brunson with it. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for brings some depth tonight, but the starting lineup is intact for this team. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Jokic is out there at Bowl. Then there's Austin Rivers. Then it's Porter. And it's Harrison in at the 1. And for Dallas, Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Josh Richardson out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. Doncic, no good. On offense, here are the Nuggets. Rivers passes to Jokic. Over Porzingis. The Mavericks pull it in.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And where Finney-Smith really made strides last season, his consistency from range.
And you know, Greg, it was really his defense, the work ethic he brings, the effort level. I mean, that's always been there. I watched this kid play in college, and that's always been part of his package. But as an NBA wing, you've got to be able to knock down shots and help space the floor if you want to find your way into the lineup. And to Finney-Smith's credit, he's done that and has become a valuable part of the rotation.
And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. Doncic outside. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Boy, a strong, versatile offensive player. Doncic capable of burning you from anywhere on the floor.
Here's Rivers to the paint. Porzingis with the steal. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Richardson's running. Here's Doncic. Harrison with the rebound. Cole with it. Kleber on him. Here's Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
At his size, Jokic a threat to throw it down, showing you how dominant he can be inside.
Here's Doncic. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
That free throw good from Doncic.
There's an awful lot to like about Doncic, but probably what jumps out at me most is how competitive he is. I mean, he wants to dominate whoever's guarding him.
Now, here's Jokic. Great look, but off the mark.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
Yep, that one goes in there. Doncic has got 7 points in the game.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Pass to Porter. And it's blocked. And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way. A shot, no good. And it's Denver the other way. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his first foul. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Foul, he's checked in for Maxi Kleber. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. J.J. Redick's checked in for Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. Now here's Porter. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Porzingis. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable, and there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back three, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
And I love that list. You're right on. Here's Brunson following the score by Aaron Gordon. Now here's Brunson. Just 5 on the clock. Hardaway against Porter. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Morris. Here we go, one-on-one. Back to McGee. To the middle. Out to Morris. Pass to Porter. Inside. McGee, the pass to Porter. And here's Millsap from the arc. Offensive rebound. McGee. Nice move. And another shot. And it's good on the layup.
Boy, for a 7-footer, he's got really good bounce, does JaVale McGee, and doing a nice job working on the glass there.
Morris against Brunson. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
Oh, my goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful.
Virtually impossible to top that alley-oop.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And here is Morris. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And the rejection by Cauley Stein.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley Stein, a presence defensively.
Powell with it. Banked in off the glass.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
At the end of one, a close. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
They've got Powell. Luka Doncic out there with Burke. Then there's Cauley Stein. And it's Hardaway in at the 3. So that's who Dallas starts the second with.
I think his unselfish attitude is really a big part of what makes Millsap a leader on the court, and the ability to make some dynamic passes doesn't hurt either.
And so it's Dallas with it. Denver getting their last shot to go. Doncic finds Powell. Back to Doncic. It's stolen by Green. Here's Rivers. Burke grabs the miss.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Powell with it, now guarded by Porter. Hardaway for 3. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Nuggets. They trail by 1. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Hey, Kevin. The Mavericks have their young star tandem in Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. KP said, "We can be a pretty deadly duo. It's only going to be a matter of time. Once we get that two-man game going, it's going to be hard to stop." Guys, it's already hard to stop. Back to you.
A team on the rise, David. Thank you so much. Now here's Porzingis. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. The offensive rebound. Nuggets have gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Here's Najee. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way. McGee with the block.
Yeah, if you had to pick the top priority for McGee, I think that's it. Contest shots, block shots, get in the air, use that length to deny shots at the rim.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Now here's Richardson. Here's Burke. And a miss there on the triple.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Kleba, the pass to Porzingis. Finney-Smith kicks to Kleba. They could use a bucket. McGee with the block. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Here's Najee. Richardson cover. McGee's shot is off.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And known as a tremendous shooter for his size, Porzingis wasn't quite as accurate last season, which surprised some people.
Yeah, and you know, Greg, some people would automatically assume that because Doncic attracts so much attention that Porzingis would get more wide open looks. But you got to remember, Porzingis missed a full season and was coming off an injury and needed to reacclimate himself to NBA gameplay. So that takes usually a season plus another season before you're all the way back.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
And it's the Mavericks with the ball after the miss from JaVale McGee. Richardson the pass to Kleba, stolen by McGee. It's 2-on-1. Here's Gordon, and then Gordon with the dunk.
And although he's 6'9", Gordon runs and sprints like a much smaller man. He's got gazelle-like form and speed in transition.
Now here's Burke. He's still scoreless so far in this one. It's stolen by Morris. Here's Gordon. No good. Shot missing. Good work defensively by Richardson. Here's Finney-Smith. McGee. 41 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Snatched up. Here's Najee. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And it's sent back by Millsap.
Pretty cool to see Millsap turn shots back. I mean, he's a mobile, athletic, big man who is taking pride in his defensive work. Terrific accuracy on that pass. That's how you lead your teammate.
Here's Burke. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Morris outside. Out to the wing. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we... All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. They were always within striking distance. And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. They've got Austin Rivers. Ole is out there with Green. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Harrison in at the point. Now, here's Green. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Green with the ball. Brunson covering. Now here's Rivers. Jokic trying to free himself up. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed, but it's always existed. And the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is. That's their third straight make off an assist.
Mavericks trail by 5. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Wilson with it. Picked up by Rivers. To the inside. Burke. And he gets the whistle. 2 free. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
On the wing, Porter. Shoots. And it's Denver scoring again.
And, guys, he has all the makings of an elite scorer. Porter combines size, athleticism, and terrific shot-making ability. That is rare.
Now, here's Doncic. He has 7.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And stolen by CLA Stein. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And Doncic, here we go. Up and in on the layup. Now just a 1-point Denver lead.
You know, as I watch Doncic, I think it's futile to try to distract this guy. His focus and concentration and control of himself is excellent.
And stolen by Burke. Doncic dishes to Redick. And pushing it up, here's Denver. Here's Najee. Morris passes to Najee. Back to Morris. It's good. And the Nuggets lead by 3.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. 1:37 left in the third quarter. The pass to CLA Stein. McGee with the block. On the wing, Gordon. Covered by Redick. Here's Millsap. McGee trying to break free. Millsap misses. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. And that one's good. Doncic.
Doncic is able to blow by opponents and make them pay. Even though he's not the greatest athlete, he's sneaky quick.
Morris dishes to Gordon. 54 seconds left to play in the third. Got a piece of it. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Burke with the ball. And CLA Stein throws it down.
CLA Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
Doncic against Morris. Count the basket. Morris has got 6. Guys, what a back-and-forth game this has been.
And that's already resulted in 7 lead changes.
For Dallas, they've gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. And here's Doncic. 13 points in the game. It's good. 15 points in the game.
Well, you look at Luka Doncic, and it's clear. He's got the entire package, a full repertoire, especially at the offensive end.
Outside Millsap. Back to Morris. Passes it to McGee. Count that one. McGee's got his second basket.
It really balances out the backcourt when McGee is able to provide points inside. I mean, that's big.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Nuggets ahead. They're up by. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance
to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. On the floor for Dallas, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Josh Richardson out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward position.
And like his father, Manu, Bole's combination of size and scoring is very unique. The key for him is just staying healthy.
Brunson with it. And that one is stuffed right through.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
Yeah, you know what? I agree. I mean, they're showing a bunch of fortitude here, keeping this game tight.
Pass to Jokic. Six on the shot clock. Here's Bol. Another shot. Jokic, no good.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Here's Richardson. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got 4 rebounds in this game. Porter against Porzingis. Jokic on the follow. And the Nuggets lead by 3.
Boy, a lot of energy and hustle on display from Jokic that time. Never giving up on a possession.
Now here's Brunson. Tight defense on him. And the layup's good off the glass.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Here's Rivers. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Richardson. Here's Brunson. The putback, the shot misses. And it's Denver the other way. And now here's Rivers, the fast break opportunity. Here's Porter. Easy jumper from very short distance. And that's now 6 points for Michael Porter.
And he's got a great balance of knowing when to slash inside. Porter needs to keep being this aggressive on the drive.
Here's Brunson. Lays it up and banks it in. Brunson's got 6 points in the quarter. And it's Harrison with the ball for the Nuggets. They lead by 1. Pass to Bol. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And the size Bol has poses problems for any defense, especially when he's trying his best to be aggressive scoring.
Doncic is checked in for Jalen Brunson. Doncic finds Richardson. To the right side. Outside, Porzingis. Here's Doncic. In tight, he gets the jumper to fall. Doncic has got 10 points here in the second half.
Doncic not afraid of the moment, actually embraces the spotlight. This guy steps up big when needed most.
The pass to Jokic. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Porzingis has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Doncic. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Nuggets have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Bol kicks to Jokic. Here's Harrison. Richardson covering. Porzingis against Jokic. And that one is good. Jokic has got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, he is an all-star level talent for sure. Jokic, a safe bet in the clutch.
.102 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Doncic. Yes!
and you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
The Nuggets have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Here's Harrison, guarded by Doncic, passes it to Jokic. Back to Harrison. It falls!
Hey, when you look at Jokic, forget about calling him a good passing big man. He's a great passer, period.
Doncic looking it over. Pass to Finney-Smith. Back to Doncic. It's in! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
No fear or hesitation in the eyes of Doncic. He loves the chance to take and make these big ones.
And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making them.
And so it's Denver who comes out on top here. This win sets a The beautiful skyline of Denver, Colorado is our backdrop tonight. Hi, everyone. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks very much. Nikola Jokic loves to pass. He said an assist makes two people happy instead of just one. So it's as simple as that. And that simplicity and creative joy is part of what makes the big man tick. Jokic said, "It helps me having fun out there. It's a different way to approach the game." And that makes him.
Sure is. Thanks, D.A. Here are the five for the Clippers. Reggie Jackson out there with Paul George. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Zubac in at the 5, down low. And for Denver, Porter is out there with Bol. And it's Rivers. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Harrison in at the point guard. Now, here is George. Pass to Zubac. Over Jokic. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Jokic. The Clippers shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Greg, in terms of personnel, not exactly the matchups we were expecting to see tonight.
You know, Kev, with all the injuries and some guys now having to step into unfamiliar roles, in some ways, that makes tonight all the more intriguing to see which guys are going to step up and deliver.
Now, here's Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Here's Jackson. pass to Zubac. Outside Leonard. Shot clock at 5. With the clock winding down, Zubac, that's good.
Yeah, how about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Passes it to Jokic. Makes it off the glass.
Plays a rugged game down low. Jokic's toughness adds character to the identity of this team.
Now, here's George. Kicks it to Jackson. Lays it up off the glass.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
And at his peak, Reggie Jackson is one of the better guards in the league. He's still got that confidence.
Yes, he does. Injury slowed him down, but still able to create his shot anytime he wants. Proving how dangerous he is, give George these looks, and he'll knock him down.
And the pass to Jokic. Back to Rivers. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
It's his first trip to the line.
Austin Rivers, the son of a famed player and basketball coach Doc, making an impact in his league with his overall play.
And the Clippers making a change here. Cousins is checked in. Now here's Jackson. Dishes to George. And then George with the jam.
Insane move by Paul George, a high flyer who can create in midair.
The Nuggets trail by 4. Here's Harrison. Pass to Porter. Now Rivers. Pass to Bull. Count it.
I mean, wonderful court vision. Sometimes Rivers gets locked in to finding his own shot. This time, finds the open man.
Now here's Jackson. The dish to Leonard. Tries it from the top of the key. Again, Los Angeles.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Here's Rivers. Right wing. It's stolen by Morris. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. Cousins. Hold on!
Kevin, you got to buckle up on that one. And right there, you see an underrated aspect to Cousins' game. Terrific instincts, senses the open man.
Porter outside. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Now, here is George. He has 6. 46 seconds left to play here in the first. The shot's good.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And it's Harrison with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. 6-point game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the rejection by Cousins.
When DeMarcus Cousins is blocking shots, this defense takes on a whole different attitude.
And stolen by Bull. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. And a wide open look for Porter. Nails the wide open jump shot.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And here's George. He's got 8. Here's Leonard. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the LA. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
You know this, the team that dictates the pace typically rules the roost. We see that here early on.
JaVale McGee is out there with Paul Millsap. And it's Green, and it's Harrison in at shooting guard. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Around the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, or Kevin Durant and Kyrie?
Well, wow. I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yep, I'm going to agree with you.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Got a piece of it. Rondo with it. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Morris is checked in for the Nuggets. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Mann's checked in. Zubac finds Beverly. Clock at 6. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Here's Zubac. Passes to Kennard. Shoots the 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
We've seen Kennard steadily increase his three-point shots. Terrific accuracy here.
Morris outside. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Beverly, the pass to Kennard. Back to Beverly. And there's the pass to Zubac. And here's Kennard. Millsap covering. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Morris against Beverly. Shoots from the right block. It's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Morris.
Read the defense perfectly on that possession.
And Beverly kicks to Kennard. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Zubac finds Batum. Just 5 to shoot. Kennard for 3. And another 3 for the Clippers.
Always working to find open territory. Kennard's lethal in catch and shoot.
Morris dishes to Gordon. Back to Morris. And he banks in the layup. Morris has got 6 points.
Shutout in the first quarter. He's heating up now. I like the aggressiveness.
Kennard, the pass to Beverly. Back to Kennard. Pass to Zubac. Millsap with the steal. Down low. It's deflected. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Batum. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for the Clippers. Harrison kicks to Porter. Off target from 3-point range. Los Angeles leading by 4. Batum dishes to Beverly. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Here's Kennard. Count it. Kennard's got 8 here in the quarter.
Outstanding decision. Kennard is getting better and better at creating offense for himself.
Nuggets have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Harrison passes to Jokic. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Here's Harrison. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Good on the shot.
Sometimes
He seems to be indestructible with the finishes he can make. Jokic is a force down low.
Now, here's Kennard. 4-point game. He dishes it to Batum. Shot clock at 6. From the baseline. Here's Cousins. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket. And the Clippers lead by 6.
Well, he's a guy who is built for these kind of plays. DeMarcus using his size and skill to full advantage.
Jokic draws the double. Rivers dishes to Porter. Good on the bucket.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
And so Beverly will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Rivers against Kennard. And Cousins kicks to Beverly. Pass to Kennard. Back to Beverly. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome a pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. The largest lead they had was... That's all for now.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Paul George really making a difference here.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. We've got Reggie Jackson. Morris is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George, and it's Leonard in at the small forward.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Here's Jackson. The Nuggets getting the bucket. Zubac finds George. Over Rivers. And no good. Trying to use the glass. The Nuggets trail. To the paint. For the tie. And no problem from Bol as he finishes at the rim. Bol's got 6.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
George passes to Leonard. Now Zubac. Jokic defending. And here's Leonard from 3. And it's Denver with the rebound. Porter looking it over. Here's Jokic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
Now, here's George. 8 points for him. Yes, that goes in. Morris has got it all tied up now for Los Angeles.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
Here's Morris. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. 8 points for him.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
In OKC, Paul George showed he could be an MVP caliber performer. With Kawhi on the Clippers, he could be that 1B or that 1A.
Now here's Rondo. No points in the game yet for him. 14 feet away. Zubac. Jokic grabs the miss.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Nuggets have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. And that one's good. Millsap.
And PG, he has the versatility to succeed in different roles. Doesn't have to dominate the ball.
Yes, and if anything, he's more comfortable scoring within the flow of the offense. With his all-around impact, doesn't need to force things to make winning plays. But if you need him to, he can.
And the shot is good. The Denver lead has been cut down to 1 on the bucket from Leonard.
The confidence Leonard shows from range now. You wouldn't know it was once a weakness.
Morris looking over the floor. Here's Najee, covered by Morris. Najee, good. And the Nuggets lead by 3. George dishes to Rondo. George against Gordon. Lets it go from the wing. The second chance effort. And it's sent back by Jokic.
And check out Jokic using not just his length, but also the timing. The offensive player better think twice next time.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Nikola Jokic. And then for the Clippers, Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Zubac. And it's Kennard in for Marcus Morris. And Los Angeles with some changes. Mann's checked in. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Rajon Rondo. Leonard. That one doesn't go. Now Denver takes it the other way. Najee, no good. Clippers trail by 3. Here's Leonard. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Leonard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Like a gazelle cruising down the court, Kawhi's difficult to stay with in transition.
Morris outside. Passes it to Najee. In close, he hits it.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Kennard, the pass to man. Now, here's Kennard. He's got 8. Here's Batum. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Gordon inside. Defended by Batum. And it's Gordon missing. Now Beverley. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Kennard on the wing. To the middle. Here's Leonard. And finished off by Leonard.
And this one's on the entire defense. Gotta stay awake when Leonard rolls off the pick.
And here is Morris. Drops in the layup for 2. Morris has got 10.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Nuggets lead by... Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Beverley with the ball. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. So on the floor for Denver, they've got Bol, Harrison out there with Austin Rivers. Then it's Michael Porter, and it's Jokic in at the 5. A nice shot by Rivers.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. Now the pass to Beverley. Back to Jackson. Pass to Batum. 5 to shoot. Beverley with the ball. Now Bol defending.
Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
Good work there as it goes. Now it's a 5-point Denver lead.
Hard to fathom, but he is really fluid in terms of getting up and down the floor. Bol making himself a capable threat all over the floor.
Now here's Beverley. Back to Jackson. Out left to the wing. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Leonard. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Los Angeles making a switch here. Zubac is checked in. Clippers trail by 5. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Kennard kicks to Leonard. Back to Kennard. Left side, Leonard. Porter with the steal. Bull with it. Leonard picks him up. Porter trying to free himself up. Bull, that's good. Bull's got the lead up to 7 now for the Nuggets.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
Now, here's Kennard. He kicks to Jackson. Leonard on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Over Rivers. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Denver leading by 7. Outside, Porter. Pass to Harrison. And it's Jokic in the corner. Outside, Porter. Inside. And it's Bull that time on the assist from Porter. Porter's got 3 assists in the game.
Really, really good possession there. They've never lost their focus, even as the game's gotten tight.
With their lead starting to stretch out just a little bit here late, they're in a prime position now to wrap this one up.
Now, here's Kennard. Batum finds Kennard. Over Porter. No good again that time. For Denver, they've gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. Bull, the pass to Jokic. Crafty move, and the layup is good. And now an 11-point Nugget lead.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
They've taken nothing for granted. You can see they're playing the moment rather than the score.
Here's Porter. That one goes. Count it. And the Nuggets lead by 13.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
They get it back. Jackson kicks to Kennard. And Porter comes to help. Outside for Jackson. Second chance shot. Right side, Batum. Jackson passes to Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And powering it home. He ends a 12-0 run by Denver.
For Denver, they've gotten absolutely red hot shooting the ball here in the fourth. A perfect 6 for 6.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Nuggets.
You know, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside. And that was working all game long.
And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Jokic.
And how many times throughout the course of the evening did he make a momentum-changing play? I thought his relentlessness really keyed their success.
Another shot. Tries yet again. No good on that one. Great D that time from Batum. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Jumps up, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
That's lit right there, courtesy of Kawhi's natural explosiveness.
Here's Jokic. Off the mark. So we see Denver get the win here. It won. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up.